All right, guys, we are live back for another episode of Muscle Discord every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already done so, guys. We appreciate you joining. This is a big show, okay? Final Mr. Olympia predictions. We got special guests with us. Okay, obviously we have Phil, the Jamaican tank, Clay Hart. Welcome back, brother.
Well, what's up?
Good, good. We got Patty, Phil's wife. Welcome to the show. You've been on before, haven't you?
One other time, but thank you,
Yes.
Matt, for having me back for a brief appearance.
Yes, brief appearance because we are going to get into the Olympia predictions. I know that's what everyone is waiting for. We do have another guest that is supposed to be joining us, surprise guest. So we'll see if they can show up on time. So Patty and Phil, we saw the video that Bob Cicherillo did on some other show and spewing lies, spewing lies. So we quickly want to address that. Bob says that he's never personally attacked anyone. And then I made a clip right away showing, disproving that right away. And I have a clip queued up here where we can jump into it first. I'm just going to show one. There's like so many, and we don't have time to go to each and every clip, but I'll play the first clip here because Bob's an idiot. Okay, I'm going to call it like it is. He's a fucking clown. He's a loser. He's a has-been. He's washed up. He's not a good MC anymore. He has weak jokes. They're not funny. But anyways, I could keep going on and on about that. I won't take all day here with that. So let me just jump into the screen share. 1 second, guys. Make sure I have the right one. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let me jump into this. Full screen. Hopefully it works with the sound. Let's go.
The only time I ever agree with anything you've ever said in your life, Phil. You are absolutely right. There was shock on Steve's face, but not for the reason that you think there was, okay? He was very much shocked at what he saw. And you know what he saw? A flat beef jerky, dried out physique that had nothing. You got, again, listen, now we're going to do a physique assessment.
How is he so forgiving and aware and attuned with Steve Weinberger's assessment and then totally dismissive of everyone else's opinion as if they don't count?
Well, again,
Steve's opinion, weighs exactly as much as Sandy's and the other five.
Okay, these guys. Anyways, so you can see Bob is personally attacking someone when he calls them dried up beef jerky. Okay, and it's just like I don't know what else that's a personal statement attack towards someone. Okay, I don't know if Bob is mentally, losing his ability to think properly or to remember things, or he's in a cognitive decline or something. Maybe he needs help. Maybe he needs to see a doctor. But for him to just flat out lie, well, that's what narcissists do. They lie outright. They believe whatever they want to believe. And so, Patty, jump in here. Tell us some of your feedback on this, what you have to say about Bob and his lies and his bullshit that he continues to spew in public.
Well, when I saw that clip and he said, show me anywhere I've ever, called anyone a name. He actually called Phil an idiot in that that thing that he did with Sean.
Yeah.
He said, the other thing that you just played. He said a lot of disparaging things. In fact, the thumbnail of that is a picture of Phil with tears coming out of his eyes and crying, and he's calling him a crybaby and a sore sport and all this other stuff. The thing is, Phil and I never watched it, and just when I heard that clip yesterday, and people that we knew had told us about it, I decided to go and I read through the transcript, and I saw where he was lying. The thing is, Bob has lied about a bunch of things on his show, and unfortunately, people have not fact-checked him.
Yeah.
So one thing he lied about repetitively is that Phil was invited to the show, and why would he be invited to the show? That is a categorical lie. Phil actually was third in 2023 in the Masters Olympia, and that's how he was qualified to go to the 2025 Masters Olympia. So he and Dave both said the same thing. And I think Ron, I don't want to misspeak, but I think Ron actually said it too. And I find it funny because all three of them seem to parrot the same exact thing, which to me sounds like a coordinated effort to disparage Phil. And I want to say something else, which people have been saying, a few people have said, you know, why would they do this, that, and the other? Why would Steve, the head judge, like a social media post, which I screenshot, by the way,
Yeah.
of a clip of Bob calling Phil names? Steve, the head judge that judged him, liked that. So, and one could assume that he agrees with it, correct? The next thing is he reposted in his story a disparaging thing that Guy had posted about your channel. And apparently multiple people have asked you to not have Phil on. So
Yes.
to me, I think this looks like a coordinated attempt to silence Phil. And I'm going to say something that Phil, I'm on here really to say things that have been, to discredit what's been said because they're lies. And it's sad that people actually believe everything they hear on the internet. The other thing is, I know for a fact that Phil has had multiple high-level pros, legends, past and present, coaches, promoters, and 3 IFBB judges, on top of numerous other people that have written him and said that he was robbed. It's a sad thing that none of them will come forward publicly. But if people in the league saw their names, they would be stunned. And these were not people that Phil was friends with, because they want to keep saying Bob and Dave were saying, well, it's just your friends and family. Anyone's going to say that you won. No, that's not what happened. You know, we had people that were pros at the show. We had this one gentleman. He's an IFBB pro in men's physique. He stopped us in the airport and he said, "You got robbed, bro." And he said, "Hold on a second." He pulled out of his pocket a text message that he was texting another pro in the States about Phil. He said, "I'm telling you right now, I'm not glazing you or anything like that." He goes, "I'm just texting my boy now what they did to you." And the list goes on. So I'm just tired of people saying that Phil's a crybaby. Phil's never cried about any show. And Phil has been top 2 multiple times.
There we
He's
go.
been top 3. He's battled in top 5 for many, many, years. And he's never complained about a placing. Even
Yeah.
when people have said that he won, he never complained. But this was something atrocious, actually. Hi.
What's up,
Sorry.
Chris Dim? Oh, his volume, your sound. Yeah. Oh, maybe I can unmute him.
There you go.
There we go. Perfect. What's up, Chris Dim?
What's going on, guys?
Hey,
Good,
Chris,
good.
how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Hi.
Yeah, we're just starting off the show here quickly. First, we're just kind of responding. You might have seen all the Bob Cicherillo stuff that's been happening, and we just wanted to kind of chime in on that first before we go into our Mr. Olympia predictions. But this is Chris Dim's first time on the show, so welcome to the show, brother. We appreciate you coming on and taking time out of your day. There'll be lots to talk about. I don't know if you have anything to say about Bob's conduct and his voice towards the athletes, and which we think is disrespectful. I don't know if you do, but we definitely do.
I've known Bob for a very long time before we can even start emceeing.
Yeah.
Way back at the Mr. California show. The only thing I could say is being a representative like that, you got to really watch what you say. I mean, period. You can't please everybody, but at the same time, I know sometimes, we like to speak our mind, like a Sean Ray, because, Sean and I've known Sean for years too. But the end of the day is like you being a voice should be something that you have to be a role model for everybody.
Yeah. And well, that's all I'm saying. That's all we're saying is just be a good representative of the sport. You can't have your cake and eat it too, Bob, right? Try and represent the Mr. Olympia brand without shit talking the athletes that come on the Mr. Olympia stage. But for whatever reason, it seems like it's A-okay for the Mr. Olympia crew, Dan Solomon, Jake Wood. They seem to not care what Bob says.
Can I say something about that?
Okay. Yeah.
Jake Woods has seen multiple stories of Phil's where he has put in his stories of Bob disparaging him, different clips from your show.
Yeah.
And he's put them in his stories on Instagram, and Jake Woods has seen it. A couple of the other judges have seen it. No one has said a word at all to defend Phil, who's a current IFBB pro, against these attacks, and actually straighten out any of the lies that have been told about the situation. In fact, I think they are encouraging it, and silence to me is agreement.
I agree. I agree with that. We're getting people who are like, let's move on to Olympia stuff. Okay, we're going to get there in a second, guys. But I appreciate Patty coming on. And, you know, we want to put this to rest. But again, Bob was talking about us just the other day. So we're trying to put it to rest. But then Bob invokes my name. He invokes Phil's name. So we have to respond. We're going to respond to that loser. So I can't help but
it's not even
respond.
just Bob. I mean, we got now Dave Palumbo, and that's the coordination that I'm saying. I'm not even going to say, I'm going to give it the benefit of doubt and just say the people in the upper office, I don't think they have time to push this narrative. But I do believe that Steve is spending a lot of time to push this narrative. I just want to say one thing, because there are a lot of people saying, listen, Steve has been around for 50 years. To me, anywhere in the world, if you've been around that long, they're going to get away from you because, you know, the sport is getting younger. They need fresher eyes. I think he's been in the game way too long, and everybody looks at him like, you know, the judge's king. So right after the 9/11, I think a year, not even after. And this is why I want to say, Steve, do encourage bad judging. Okay. I was doing his show in the Tribeca Center in New York, an MPC show. This was a long time ago. And I'm going to keep it short. I had a conflict with Steve. And then somebody said to me, do you know who he is? I basically said, because listen, I was raised from the streets. I said, I don't give a F who he is. And he looked at me and walked away. Now I'm on stage. I'm winning the show in the heavyweight class. I came out to do my routine. And Steve approached the head judge. I don't know what he said to him. Every judge literally turned their back on me while I was posing. So, you know, they want to say, oh, you know, Steve doesn't do that, and Steve will never do that, and Steve don't put personal. Yes, he does. He does. I'm sorry to say he does. He did it in Chicago in 2021 when I asked him, since everybody said I don't approach the judge and ask questions, I said, Steve, what more can I do? What went wrong? He said, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I firmly believe you got overlooked. He said, do you have any pictures prepped into the show? Because he was in the bar at the time. He had a big fight with one of the judges, almost fisticuffs. And I showed him the pictures. He said, do Tampa. That's your hometown. You do very well in Tampa. Send me pictures as you're prepping, because it was 2 weeks later. And I did. Email him. He said, looking freaking great. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'll see you at the show. You know what I'm saying? That was a Steve back in the day. And I think once the position of vice president got taken away from him, I think Steve just became a different person. So yes, he does use his emotions and feelings, and it does contradict his judging, no matter what anybody thinks.
Yeah. So we'll wrap it up there. People are chomping at the bit for Olympia predictions, so we're going to jump into that. But yeah, again, I'm trying to put this to rest. We're just calling Bob out on his lies, and it's pretty obvious. But whatever. Again, I mean, it's pointless to continue it because they're letting him get away with it. So we'll just point it out when it comes across my desk. I'll talk about Bob and respond to him as best I can. But thanks, Patty, for joining us.
I'm gonna head out, but that was just my whole reason for coming on. Was just letting people know that the league is fully aware and they're fully behind what's happened to Phil. And my prediction is Samson. Let's go.
Let's go. Awesome. Thank you, Patty.
All right, take it easy.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So, okay, Chris, Dim, man, first time on the show. Okay, just bring us quickly up to speed. What have you been up to? What's going on with you?
Man, you know, life goes on, right? No matter what happens. And to me, we own two brick and mortar business, Total Scoping and a glute studio. I just opened up a new glute studio. Booty girls, you know, they love training booty. So that's what we're doing. And I still focus on my online coaching, man. And I, you know, for a lot of time, I just keep myself, I really don't say much, but at the same time, it is part of the sport, and it is very subjective when it comes to bodybuilding. And so if you don't like it, you just get out. But the only reason why I kept up and did what I did is because I still enjoyed it at the time that I did, right?
Yeah.
The time you stop enjoying it is the time when it's done, because you're competing with yourself. You're trying to make a better look of yourself every single time you get on stage. And I always tell everybody that's competing that, look, if you do it for just the placing, it's going to mess with you, because it's very subjective sport, especially NPC.
Yeah.
I mean, I get along with everybody in the organization, but at the same time, I always say, you know what, they run it like a gangster,
Yes. Well, that's it. That's it. That's the mob mentality that I think is kind of happening with Steve still being in the business. Tyler Mannion, I like him. He's doing the recaps. He's being transparent as he can be. And he's kind of been grandfathered into getting that position, and it is what it is. And, he's doing what he can do, and that's fine. But with Steve, he kind of seems like that bitter old kind of guy that's still kind of there, that has a lot of power still. He's intimidating. And he'll swear at you on the phone. He'll just call you like he doesn't care, right? And he gets away with it. But it's Steve. He's been around forever. So what can the Manions do? What can the league do? They got to kind of keep this guy around until he says, I want to go, I guess. I don't know. So he's probably bitter because he didn't get the lead position. Tyler did. And now he's just kind of doing whatever he wants to do. And it seems like all the controversial calls that happened, Steve's judging. When Tyler's the head judge, it doesn't seem to happen, right? And when Steve judges the shows, there's no recaps, because you think Steve's going to recap a show that's been controversial. No, he's not. But when Tyler does it, he pretty much judges it the way it should be judged. They're good calls. So anyways, that's kind of a little bit of recap there. Thanks, Chris, for kind of sitting through that a little bit. We want to get into the fun stuff. We want to get into the Mr. Olympia predictions, and I got it all set up. Okay, it's going to be on the record. Got my spreadsheet. So we're going to go through these. We're going to do top 10. I have the majority of the people that I think will be within that top 10 here in this list. Now, Chris, you're keeping up to speed with how everyone's looking, and you're going to give your experience, your inside look onto these competitors and where they're going to be placing. And this is the final prediction. Okay, we're 5 days out from the 2025 Mr. Olympia. This is a crazy Mr. Olympia, maybe the most stacked we've seen in a couple decades. So it's going to be awesome event. I'm glad Behrouz was able to get in there last minute. It's going to flip the script on some things. So first off, Chris, I've kind of gotten Phil's take on his top 5, and he hasn't made it official yet. But Chris, right now, who, as you talk, I'm going to show some of these physiques, but who's in your top 5 right now?
My top 5, and it could go in any order, is Samson, of course, Derek Lunsford. You got Hadi Kupin. You have Nick Walker, and of course Martin. Now, a lot of time people aren't really talking about Martin much, but remember, he placed pretty high last year, and he looked way better than he did last year.
Yes.
And Behrouz could be in the mix too. So those are my guys. It's very, very tough, because you have, I mean, anybody at any given day in that top 10 could actually win the Mr. Olympia. It's kind of like Ronnie Coleman, right? Ronnie came in and he went from 8, 7, whatever he was, and then all of a sudden he was up there in that top, and then he won it, right? Where everybody had predicted Flex Wheeler to win that show. Everybody had Flex winning that show, and he came out of nowhere, and with the glutes and the hamstring and the lower back tie-in, you couldn't beat that.
Yeah. And Samson here, like the skin, the thinness, the vascularity. I've never seen him this dry. Phil, when you see Samson like this, is he beatable? Can anyone touch him when you see him bringing this level of dryness and conditioning? Or, like you said before.
Listen, he's dry, he's conditioned. I've seen a certain individual that's just as dry and bigger and conditioned. I'm a little nervous for Samples, like I told you. I'm still
okay. Yeah.
I'm still somewhat picking him to win because he is Mr. Olympia, and until you get defeated on the Olympia stage, I mean, it's only right you have to go for him, especially with what he's doing. The only thing I'm concerned with, like I told you, is hopefully him coming in a little narrow. You know, I mean, not small, but when you bring high level of conditioning, you are going to lose some size. It's just going to happen. You can't have a mixture of both. It just never worked. All I could tell you is I'm about 50% that he may retain it, but someone else looks nasty.
And who is that someone else?
I'm gonna tell you my predictions, man.
Okay. All right. And okay, so Chris, your take on Samson coming in as all-time best condition. Do you think he's going to lack the fullness that we're used to seeing? Is that going to play tricks on people's eyes, and he's not going to look as big and full and dominating? Or do you think, nah, man, the conditioning is going to just elevate him to a new level?
He doesn't look as big, but he is in shape. So remember, every time you get more in shape and you get more dry, you're gonna look that much bigger on stage anyway.
Yeah.
So it could be that Houdini look because he's got the size, shape, symmetry, fine lines, and everything else combined together, which a lot of the top guys don't. I mean, so to me, you got to knock the reigning Mr. Olympia. That's just how it's always been in the sport, right?
Yeah.
And to beat the Olympia, you're gonna have to beat the Olympia. So it's going to be very interesting in the show. And, there's a lot of guys, you don't want to count them out too. You got so many other guys that isn't in that top 5, 6 that could come in and be that dark horse. We just don't know. Any given day, anybody could be beaten.
Yeah. It's right. That's right. And that's why I love this particular Olympia where there's no real front runner dominant. Like, okay, this guy easy going to win. We know he's going to win. Like Ronnie, or Phil, we kind of knew that they would most likely win if they just come in like they normally do. This is a new factor, a new level for Samson coming in this dry, this far out from the competition. To me, he's already going to be good at this.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Properly. I'll stop my share here. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. So Samson. I think you know your out that you're talking about. So I'm gonna go to Mr. Jack. Chris, what's your take on Andrew Jacked? Is he going to be in that top 4?
Man, if he can come in diced, he will be. I mean, because he's got that genetics that you just can't deny. You want to look at him. So every time he's on stage, I mean, if he can just come in condition, I think he's going to be up there in that top 5, top 6 too. And that's what I'm saying. Like he could be that dark horse that can come in and be in that top 3 if he comes in shape and in condition. Any one of these guys can. I hate to say it. A lot of people are knocking Nick Walker, but Nick is a freak. Look at Branch Ward.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Branch didn't have the best genetics, but Branch came in condition, right? And he took as close as next to Jay Cutler. So, and I know Nick is hungry because everyone's talking about him, and that's like his fuel in the fire right now to come in to really win this thing. So, that's the thing. What makes this Olympia very interesting is because of the fact that any given day, anybody could be beaten. And, being that Derek took the Arno and beat Samson, Samson's hungry. So he's going to do whatever he can to make sure he retain that title. It's going to be very interesting. I wasn't going to go, but then at the last minute, 2 days ago, I'm saying, you know what? I got to go.
Are you gonna go? You're gonna go to the Olympia? Okay. Good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go watch
Yeah.
it prejudge at least, because that's
Cool.
obviously that's what happens, right?
Well, I'll be messaging you, getting your on the ground insights, feedback from the show. I'll be going next year for sure. Couldn't make it this year, but I'll be going next year. Okay, so Andrew, we'll probably bounce around back to him. A lot of people are saying Derek's going to be fourth, fifth. Some people saying sixth. I think that's a mistake to count Derek out like that. He just posted this a few hours ago.
Dry, man. I mean, look at his chest.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty dry. So it's I don't know. He's going to be up there in the mix too. It's kind of hard to count, count him out. The reason why is because if you look at him from the back shot, he's actually wider than Samson, even though he's shorter.
He's wider than Samson. Nick. He's wider than Nick in the delts too, side to side, which is crazy to think because he's shorter.
Yeah.
But Derek is very, very wide and broad shoulders. So that's how someone. So we're gonna get into our final predictions here, but this is a tough show to call because I think is there some narratives going on? Do they want someone in to take the crown, the Triple Crown, Derek Lunsford, right? Do they want to establish that? Because he's won the Arnold, he won the Pittsburgh, then he wins the Olympia. That's the Triple Crown. It would be if they were trying to push a narrative and there was politics in play and they wanted to set the groundwork for that Triple Crown, then Derek's going to win the Mr. Olympia this year. I've heard someone else talking about that, and that it's just kind of meant to be. And that's why he did beat Nick, even though a lot of people had Nick Walker beating Derek at the Pittsburgh Pro. They just nudged it over to Derek because they wanted to get that Triple Crown. So we're going to see. I think Derek knows he needs to show up in shape, and it looks like he's coming there. A lot of people say he looks soft, but I don't see that. I think he's going to look pretty gnarly when he gets on stage. And then obviously Nick Walker, I'm hard on Nick Walker. He's big, he's huge. Like you, Chris, doesn't have a tiny waist. Doesn't have that nice, symmetrical balance to his physique. But people love Nick. I'm trying to find that photo of him. People love Nick. And he's a fan favorite. And I think a lot of people overlook maybe his flaws and just are so enamored by his mass and his conditioning that they're like, oh yeah, he's gonna win. He's huge, he's got so much muscle, he's gonna win. What's your take on Nick Walker and kind of where do you see him? Do you have him in the top three or do you have him outside of the top three? We're gonna get to our final predictions, but where do you see him?
That's the thing is what I'm saying. If Nick comes in looking nasty, okay. Yeah. I know you're talking about his shape. I know he's talking about his waistline because I've seen you talk about it. But if he comes in looking nasty, it's kind of hard to not put him in that top three mix if he comes in just nasty and just shredded, because the thing about it is anytime anybody is just crazy shredded on stage, eyes goes to them regardless. So I, and that's the crazy thing. And again, Behrouz can make the top three. Behrouz is another guy, shape, pretty fine line. I mean, the guy's got it all, besides a little bit flare on his quads, in which he brought up a lot. Is it enough though? And that's going to be the question. Because if you look at all the other body part by body part, Behrouz looks amazing. The only thing everyone talks about is his front flare. But you look at his side is crazy shredded. You look at the back, it's crazy shredded. So is it still going to be enough though to be up there in that top three mix?
That's why we have never seen Behrouz standing next to any of these guys other than like Nexzilla and Bonac and Nathan Diasha. And that's about it. Yeah. Tonio Burton, Samson when he competed in Romania. I think he beat Samson. I can't remember if he beat
Yeah, he
Samson.
did. He beat beat
Yeah,
Samson.
yeah. So he's beat Samson before.
Yeah,
Obviously not this version of Samson, but
being
yeah,
that he did beat Samson, that's going to give him an eye. People that remember it going to go like, "Hey, he already beat Samson before. Let's see how he matched up again."
yeah, yeah. Well, we're gonna see. And what does this person say? Ron lost his channel for 6 months. Post. Okay. Yeah. So I just think. But then, okay, you're talking about mass and size. Now, Behrouz is in the 260s. Nick, I think, is going to be in the. I don't know. I mean, he's 280 and supposedly this close to the show. So I don't know what he's going to end up on, say, maybe 270s, right? So Behrouz is taller than Nick. And he's got the thickness that Nick Walker has, but with the tinier waist, right? And he's got the shredded glutes. He's got the back shots. So is there a chance that Behrouz could beat Nick Walker?
There is a
Yeah.
chance. If Nick's off, he will beat him. But if Nick is on, I don't think he will. And the reason why is because this is Behrouz's first Olympia. So you know he I don't know. I think they might give him top 5, top 6. I would like to see him place higher.
Yeah.
He's got the shape, size, symmetry, right? But at the same time, it's going to be very, very hard to beat Nick Walker because Nick is there. He's been there. So all eyes on him.
Okay. All right. I want to go into the predictions. Start getting, because we have to do classic. We've got to do 212. So let's start going into here. We're a half hour into the show. We tried to keep it in an hour. So we kind of all know what these guys look like. So we're going to just jump into the spreadsheet here. All right. I want to go last because I'm going to be paranoid with my picks here. I guess first. So we'll let Chris go first here. Just go from first to 10th. If you can see the list, okay here.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's gonna be between Samson or Hottie. I'm gonna pick those two first, second, right there.
Okay, so you gotta lock it in. We gotta lock it in. You're gonna go with Samson or Hottie in first.
Yeah. So let's shit, dude. I'm gonna say Samson. I'm gonna put Samson first.
Okay, first.
Because he's hungry and he's a lot bigger. But if he's just, Samson never comes in. I mean, second would be Hottie.
Oops, let me do something here. I don't got this. Let me do this real quick. That. Okay. All right. So you got Samson first.
Hottie second. I'm gonna predict Nick Walker in third. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Fourth, I'm gonna have to say it would have to be Derek Lensberg.
Wow, fourth of Derek. Okay. Yeah.
Fifth, it's going to be I'm gonna put Behrouz in the mix.
Okay, where is Behrouz? Right there. So fifth.
Sixth, I would say Martin. Seven, Andrew Jacked. 8, I'm just gonna go on the limb on this. I'm gonna say Antonio because he's been looking nasty.
Yep, he was 8th last time in 2023.
Then Brandon Curry and then William Bonock.
So Brandon ahead of William. William beat Brandon last year, so he's moving around. So 10th William. Okay. All right. Phil Clayhar. What's it going to be? This is a big one. It's the final call.
All right. Andrew Jacked. God
Boom. Okay, that's what I was like. You're like, I'll wait. This guy looks dry.
Andrew Jacked, first place.
Okay.
Defeating Samson Dowden.
Second is Samson?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, Samson. I love you, but
wow.
I mean, it could possibly fit, but Andrew Jack is going to be within those two spots.
Breaking news right here. Okay.
Trust me. I'm
Like,
I'm
okay,
up
wait a
for
minute, wait
it.
a minute, whoa. That's a big thing to say. Okay, no one else is
Huh?
saying that.
Yeah,
Now,
but I'm not going to tell you how I know.
well, I know
So
how, I know,
don't
but
even
it just,
ask.
but
All I'm okay to say is trust me.
that's what it's. I've taken your word. I don't think you would, because you know everyone's watching you on here
No,
every week. You wouldn't
no.
just come out and be like, "Oh, Andrew," and then he's going to disappoint you because he's going to
I
let a
think
lot
you
of.
guys are going to see something freaking that I didn't even. So I'm going to eat my words because I said that it wasn't possible for him to make the adjustments to move up past what he did last year. So I got Andrew taking first, Samson taking second, and can flip either way. I have this is going to be big. I have Hadi Chupin taking third. I have Nick beating Derek,
Yeah, I could see that.
and then Derek is going to fall behind Nick. Behrouz is going to be next, so that we're at 5, 6,
6.
right? Behrouz is going to be next from what I saw recently today. Now this is where it gets crazy. I'm going to give Brandon. Nope.
Brandon.
It's going to be between Brandon and Martin.
You got William.
That's
You
going to
got
be
Tonio.
tough. That's going to be tough. You know what? Let me, just out of respect, even though I would love to put Brandon in that spot of 7, I'm going to put Martin there just out of respect because.
Oh yeah, Martin.
Yeah, I'm going to put Martin there. I think the top 4 is just tough for him to repeat the top 4. I just really think it's tough. Then I'll put Brandon.
8, Brandon.
I got to put Bonek behind Brandon. I got to, because Bonek looks really good. But it can flip between Bonek and Antonio. That's the tricky part.
Yeah.
I would love to freaking put Nexzilla somewhere up there. He looks, from what I saw, his legs look pretty dry and shredded. But it's just he has the muscle, but it's just a whole structure thing. I just don't believe he'll be in that top 10. So that's just how I see it. I see Antonio. Where did I have Antonio? Right after I said he could flip between. Let's put Antonio behind Brandon and put Bonek after Antonio. I think
So
Antonio
Tonio's 10th or changing it to 8th.
8th and put Bonek in 10th.
Okay, so 10th is Bonak. Tonio's in 8th. And then Brandon's in 9th. Okay. That's 10th. 10 spots there. Okay.
Man, I like to do a recap after Olympia. See how close we all got.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. This is gonna be okay. I'm nervous. I gotta okay. Now that I've had we have some insights here from Phil Clayhar on Andrew Jacked, and we know how. I know what I think he's probably seen something, and it's If and the thing is, if Phil Clayhar is looking at pictures and he's so impressed that he's gonna say that this person is gonna win the Mr. Olympia after seeing Samson dried out, shredded already, Nick Walker freaky looking, right? Derek is okay, right? To say that Andrew Jacked is gonna win, he must have seen something from the back, not the front. I don't think he's even concerned with the front. Something must be looking really good in the hamstrings and glutes. Yeah. Dry, something.
All I'm saying is, unless something dramatically happens,
Yes.
You know what I mean? It has to dramatically, something has to happen. I'm not going to say how I know. I just can't delay that. But all I'm telling you is this. Everything. Not that he even needed everything improved.
Yeah.
It's lights out. I don't think Kamal was playing games when he said that. It's going to be very interesting. I think the world is going to be shocked.
Oh, man. I can't. I take your word for it and everything, and I trust that even if Andrew is on, I just think like the side poses, the hamstring drop is not as prominent as Samson's. Maybe it looks better now. I don't know. But Behrouz has a crazy side quad.
Better than all of them because
Nick, yeah. So does Derek. So I'm gonna stick with Samson in first. I can't just. I was so hard on Samson over the years, pushing him to finally come in shape and do the conditioning thing, and now he's doing it, and I can't back down from my belief in Samson pulling through now. So Samson in first. Now the Andrew Jack thing, I'm going to go with Hadi in second. And now Dennis James changed his prediction from Hadi in second, I think, to Derek in second after he saw some photos of Derek. And these guys are getting little insights that we don't get. And so when Dennis is like, well, I saw photos, which no one else has seen in the world other than his coach and a few other people, it means something. I mean, like he's seeing something from his experience. So, but now we have Phil throwing the Andrew card into the mix.
Now do your picks, man. Do your picks if you firmly believe. Now remember, Dennis is saying from picks he saw. Dennis ain't see, and nobody have seen Andrew.
No.
Okay?
No.
So do your picks because I want you to just stick to your guns. Because we all know what Andrew looked like and where he placed last year. I'm just saying, this is night and day. Like five times better. He's 5 times better.
He doesn't post much picture at all.
No, he doesn't. But you know what? I could see why. He was locked in when he was in Tampa, and I can't believe it. I'm just telling you. I'm honestly, I can't. Unless my eyes just played tricks on me. Patty saw, the vision. I'm just saying, my eyes might be playing tricks on me, but what I saw, I was like, holy crap, this is not possible. So we'll see.
Wow. Damn. Okay, well,
do your picks.
I know I was because when we were talking to Kamal and Kamal said this is the best his hamstring glutes have ever looked. I was thinking, okay, I'm probably going to have Andrew in the top 4 somewhere, and that he's going to beat Martin. So I think I'm going to put Andrew in 3rd place. I think Hadi just is going to still have that factor that he's just got the posing down a little bit better than Andrew, displaying his physique. Crazy vacuum shots, and then he's with Hani Rambad. Hani's laser focused on bringing in Hadi in perfect. It's his only client. It's dedicated to him. It's important that he makes sure he looks good. He doesn't want to embarrass himself, and Hadi just looks way off or something. So I think Hadi's going to come in pretty crazy. So I'm going to put Andrew 3rd, keep Hadi in 2nd, put Derek in 3rd, Nick in 4th.
Oh, you have Andrew. Didn't you say Andrew 3rd? And
where's Andrew? Yeah, Andrew. Oh, sorry. Okay, you're right. If so, first Samson, Hadi 2nd, Andrew in 3rd. First, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, Nick Walker. I think Martin's gonna be pretty freaky, so I think he's gonna be 6th. But then Behrouz might beat Martin.
It's tough. When you start getting down here, it's tough.
Because Martin's 6th now, 5th, Nick. Damn. That's how deep this top 6 is. You can't even get Behrouz in here.
No, Behrouz is in there. I think Behrouz is in there.
But Martin, damn.
It's going to be flip-flop between Behrouz.
Yes, it's going to be, yep.
Okay. Yeah, Behrouz. He's taller, he's bigger, he's got a bigger frame than Martin. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay, so 7th. Who else has Martin in 7th? Phil has Martin in 7th. Yeah. Okay. Then now we got 8th. I think Tonio's going to look pretty. He's looking really.
Yes. A lot of us are forgetting about Vito too.
Yeah, I just think Vito with his presentation, he struggles with his shots. He's going to have shredded glutes and shredded quads, feathers in the quads, but then his just the back shots and stuff. I just think he's not going to be able to hang it. Tonio's a freak too. and he's got round, full muscle bellies. I think he's
I'm impressed by Antonio this year. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
No, yeah,
yep.
Antonio looked very good.
Shot
And we
everybody.
know Vito sometimes, I mean, he doesn't really nail, like his upper
Peak.
body doesn't look as hard and dry as his lower body. But I just think the level, Antonio is a form of Dexter, not the exact same thing. But from what I'm seeing from Antonio, pictures every day, this is the best Antonio I've ever seen.
He's
So
Yeah.
dry, dude. He's dry
Yeah.
and freaky.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. I think they want Urs. Like I always think there's politics in so I think they're gonna put Urs in that top 10, 9th.
I
Uh,
I agree. He will be in that top 10
I,
somewhere.
hey, man, Regan Grimes has been in the top 10, right? It's Regan. Right? So I mean, if Urs, I mean, I think Urs has better shape in a sense of the conditioning and hardness to than Regan. So I think he's going to be in there. And then, man, we're leaving out William and we're leaving out Bonac.
I didn't. I got them in there.
I know. Bonac, he's going to be pissed. Damn. Same with Brandon Curry.
Listen, I just can't see. I mean, yes, he looks good, Hurst. He's gonna get out muscle. I don't care how much condition he brings, how much shape he brings. His back, we all know once they turn him around, he's gonna get destroyed in the back shots. I just think this year he'll do well. I think he'll be in the top 12, but I don't think the top 10 is like really pushing it. He just don't have enough muscle. Remember now, we got to remember this is the Olympia.
Yeah.
So it's known for muscle and size. That's why I'm putting Nick where I'm putting him, because I see the conditioning at another level. And the size he put on, I don't know how he did it. That's another level. So we just got to keep in mind it's the Olympia, not a regular regional show.
I think Ernst needs at least a couple more good year to pack some more mass. And if he does, he could be dangerous.
Yes.
What about this freak?
Akeem, yep, people leave him out, man. He always comes in, I think he gets underplaced. I'll be honest with you. I think freak all over. People said he can't bring in his lower half. He did. Everything comes in dial. So he could be another dark horse.
He looks really freaking vascular here, and thick and dried out. So he's been quiet.
With him last year, it's the prejudging. He tends to not. He always brings it in the finals, and then he'll move up a little bit from the finals. But that shot there, I don't know how many weeks out that is. I mean,
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's the waist has to be a little bit more in for that. He's big. We know that he's a monster. But even that quarter turn, I don't know. I mean, like I said, last year he was off a little bit, and they moved him up I think a placing or two because we brought it at the finals. But to put him in, I mean, I would love it. I love Akeem. To put him in the top 10 is just very hard. Do I believe he could probably take 11th or 12th? Possibly, yes.
Yeah.
But if that's 2 weeks picture, though, you got to remember in 2 weeks, man, people could do some crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just Tonio, man. Like this freakazoid.
Like that he's just overall, man, he's balanced. I like what he's done from last year to this year. I mean, everything is balanced. Christmas tree is out. Glutes is shredded. So
yeah,
and he's balanced.
He balanced. He was 8th last time. He's 2 years improved. So I think the judges just like his physique. They like his look. But then, man, like good veto. None of us have good veto, but we've discussed why we don't have him in there. He's not really consistent. He is freaky. He's hard. He's kind of got that Nick Walker look to the muscle.
But he's coming way improved from if you look at him last year and the year before to this year, he's made a lot of changes. So it's going to be interesting to see how he is in the mix because he is pretty big.
Yes. Yeah. I just think a lot of these guys, they like Phil said, they get to the stage and they're just not as impressive when they're on the Olympia stage as they are in their Instagram.
This is his first time, right? This is first time.
I think it is.
It's gonna be some nerves. Olympia, and this, it's a whole different beast, man. And this year, I heard someone, I'm not gonna say his name, said this is filtered. He do not believe he looks like that from the back. It's filtered.
Well, that's the only thing that sucks about nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Filters are shit, and then you don't even see the real person,
Yeah. And then Just want to take a little bit of time on these just to show what we're looking at here. Urs, you know, he's got such. I like the shape. A lot of guys don't like his shape. He's a great poser that carries him a long ways with his posing versus good veto. So and Nexzilla
bigger though. I mean, you look at Vito versus him.
Yeah.
Vito's much bigger than he is.
But that's the illusion, though. Like we thought, oh man, Quentin's gonna be huge standing next to Urs. He looked bigger than Urs, or he looked bigger than Quentin in some of these. Like it was weird how he was able to match up with Quentin. Massive.
It's that Houdini posing, man. It's that master posing that brings in. I mean, I was freaking 200-pound on stage, you know, and I'm posing against freaking Marcus Rule and beating him on stage, and you know, it's like. It's the muscle illusion. If you can bring it in, Sean Ray used to say it all the time. He goes, man, when you're off stage, you look like just a regular dude that works out. Then all of a sudden you get pumped up and you just get huge.
Yeah.
And it's that illusion. So he pulls that illusion when he's on that stage.
Yeah. And he's a good poser. The illusion. So he comes in full, blasting full and sharp and dry. So I can see him being in the top 10. So let's go back. Let's get out of this. Switch this up here. Okay, so ninth Urs, and then 10th
Bonaco.
I think it's going to be Bonac. He was 7th last year, so Nexzilla and them.
Consistent all year too. Bonac's been consistent all year.
Yes,
he's been doing very well in all the shows.
Yeah, he's dried out. So and unfortunately, Brandon, it sucks. It's weird to even do this, but it's like, yeah, he was 9th last year, and I think it's just you know, he's up against.
Brandon's got such great symmetry, man. He would just come in freaking shredded.
Yeah,
you know, it's hard to miss him, you know.
Yeah, it's sad, but it is what it is. There's lots of guys in this lineup. Okay, so this is official. Now, will I change my predictions on a Thursday and post something?
Yeah, you know,
maybe probably.
I already know you, bro.
But this is my live final prediction that I'm making live, and then we'll see if I change things up. But yeah, that's okay. So 212. Let's jump into it. I don't know. This is all of the guys I know. I don't know.
Man, I hate to say it, man. When I saw Keon post it, I had to repost his picture today.
Yeah.
Shot, I was like, holy shit, he can win this in the open.
Oh, this is Chris. Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's jump into it. Chris, you go first. Obviously, it's Keon. I'm just gonna do this.
I believe Keon's gonna be the winner still. I think it's. I mean, it's gonna be.
Here, I'll do this for you guys. There's so many people. So Keon now second.
Sean Creedy again.
Okay. I'll just leave that screen up while you guys look at the names. Sean. Then we have got Kareth Baggio. I just don't know a lot of these guys. I know. Okay, obviously Nihat.
I don't either. I mean, there's so many new guys this year that I'm looking at going. It's. I don't even
Giuseppe.
know.
I know that guy. Samir.
Who's that 22-year-old kid? He looks pretty.
Okay, that's.
I think you just said his name, man.
Yeah, Nihat. He's in the list. Yeah. He's on the list. So Nihat.
He could be in that top 5, top 6. I don't know where, but he's got a lot of potential.
I think he can pull off third, probably. I don't know.
Like this is him standing next to Martin.
Yeah,
because Kareth, I think, was 4th last year. Kareth Baggio.
Next to Martin, he looks actually fuller than Martin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This kid looks ridiculous, man.
Yeah, he's like wider. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would put him at 3rd. You know, I don't see why he wouldn't be, because he looks pretty crazy. I don't know, man. Everyone else is kind of like it could be anybody. But I know
Kareth is good. Baggio. I think he took 4th last year, and I'm sad to say. I mean, I really would love to see him in the 3rd place spot. They could flip between him and the other guy, but Kareth is really good. He's never really finished nothing lower than 4th place, so he's really good.
Yeah, he comes in shape. You know, I'm gonna give it to him. Now, do I think he's gonna beat, you know, the young kid? I don't know. I don't think so. Just because he's so much fuller.
No, yeah, I don't think so, unfortunately. So fourth
Yep.
for Kareth.
The rest of the guys, I don't know.
The rest, I'm just gonna. Yeah, let's just do top four. Unfortunately, we just, I think maybe men's 212 might phase out at some point, like the Arnold stopped doing it. So these guys can compete with the big boys and, do what they need to do, like Derek and Hadi did, and everyone else. So, okay, Phil, just gonna do this for you right away. And then who's your second?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I got the same exact thing. Same exact thing.
You know what? I think so too. I do.
The same exact placement I have.
This isn't too hard.
I mean, I believe in the Giant Killer, but I think that he just shut the door.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just ridiculous.
It's too hard. The structure.
His structure is a lot more narrow,
Yeah.
And Keon is just wide. I mean, man, Keon is really impressive this year. My prediction, if he did the open show, I think he's got a chance at that top 2, top 3 too. That's just my prediction.
That's crazy. Now watch when he just takes his time and do that little.
And he's got that small little waist.
Yes. Look at this. And he just squeezing. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like what, like an inch and a half?
It's gonna be freaky. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a little tiny.
I mean, how deep is that?
Yeah. And this is 5 days.
He works hard on his waist. I mean, he was telling everybody between the waist trainer and I think his massage therapist, there's something they do with the midsection. I don't know what it is, but that's his big emphasis. Because I'm shocked he put on that size and his waist is like a baby.
Yeah,
look how low his lat insertion goes all the way down, right? Like it's all the way developed.
But not only that, his legs, dude, his legs is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
His hamstring looks like freaking biceps. I mean, that when he flexed those hamstrings, I mean, you could see like it just.
Yes.
If you go back and look at a couple of his other shots, you can see his hamstring. It's insane.
And that side chest. Did you guys see the side chest he did the other day?
Oh, yeah.
That side chest is definitely be ranked in the Olympia in the top 4.
I'm a fan of his.
Where was that?
Was it
this one? Yeah, this one.
Look at that. You zoom in on that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, thick. Yeah, he would definitely be in the top 4 probably.
Shot in his shot, or does he have it on? No, is this his coach?
So was that again? Sorry.
His hamstring shot is. Page or as a coach.
Where was
I know he had a hamstring shot that you just like, holy shit.
I don't know if it's on Patrick's.
I think he had it earlier. I think 3 or 4 weeks out, he was showing a lot of that. But I mean,
I think it might be in his coach shot.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, this one.
From the back.
Okay.
Ooh wee. Yeah. I mean, that's dangerous, right? Look at that.
The drop.
That's what I'm saying, dude. He placed that top 2, top 3 in the open.
Yeah, clear win for. He's just gonna have fun up there. He's just gonna practice posing basically for the Prague Pro.
I know he said he's doing the Prague in the open, right?
Yes. Yeah. All right. So that's 212. Let's go to classic. Controversial. First off, what's your take on the hair thing with Mike Sommerfeld? And obviously he's not the only one. And I don't really blame the athlete in the sense, obviously the athlete's taking advantage of any loophole there is.
I think I need to push it down to where it hits.
Yeah.
It's not really fair because that extra couple inches gives them an extra 10 pounds.
Yeah. And you can grow your hair at any length. And you'll be like, well, got to make height. I'll just grow it a little bit longer. Put some extra gel in it. They have to eliminate the hair thing. They have to push down on it as tight as they can, like pushing it, and be fair with everyone. Because Chris cbum got away with it. They've all gotten away with it with their hair. So who knows what their actual weights should be if they were measuring properly. So I think because the people speak out, the fans speak out, the league feels the pressure, obviously that's why they sent that email out saying, okay, we're going to remeasure everybody. We know you guys are on us now. We can't. We need.
I think by next year, dude, after this year, how much controversy people are making,
Yeah.
I think it's going to change by next year. I think they really.
Well, it's changing. They're doing the remeasuring, so they are doing it. They're gonna remeasure all these guys. So we're gonna see if Summerfield is gonna make his weight class that he's supposed to be in. They're all in the same weight. They're in the class, but they got to measure a certain height and weight to be in it. So, yeah. Okay. So, sorry, this is my old one here, Phil. And then this is Chris. Okay. So Chris, first place. Why is Urson here? I think Urson here.
I hate to say it. I'm still gonna pick Mike.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Mike is so much bigger than everybody else.
Okay.
And of course, he took second last year or so. And then I would have to put Ramon in second.
Yeah. Second.
Third. I would pick Terrence.
Okay.
Fourth.
Oh, I got two Ramon Dinos on here. Let me take that off.
I'm gonna put Logan.
Fourth.
And then Breon next.
Matt Grego. Didn't Matt Grego place third? I can't remember.
Yeah, Matt Grego's going to be up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think
it's tough
between him and Breon. I think it might be.
Okay. We can't influence it. That's what we do. We're like, oh, we're trying to influence you to change your mind.
Yeah.
No, Breon, okay. I could see that.
Yeah. And then of course it'll be Matt next.
Sixth.
And then 7 might be.
Oh, I got two Breons in here too. Jesus. I was rushing making this thing today.
Shoot, man, the rest is kind of hard. I don't know.
The Jose, he's shredded all the time. He got second to Terrence in New York Pro twice, I think, in Pittsburgh too.
He might be, yeah, it might be 7th.
Okay. 7th, yeah, 7th. And then obviously this guy. The guy from the UK looks pretty freaky too. He's good.
What about the Brazilian guy? He always come in peeled. What the hell is his name?
Brazilian. The Jose, I think is the Jose Ma guy. I think that's who you might be thinking of.
Jose what?
Jose Ma Manuel.
No, that's not his name.
Not him.
Man.
Beast, Jose Beast.
Run down all the names other than the guys we have up here.
Let's go here. Classic. Share screen. Diego. Fabio, who knows?
No, not Fabio.
Eric, Brazil. Livingstone, Brazil. Lino.
I think he took. Did he take 7th last year? 7th or 8th place?
There's Michael Dubois. That guy.
Yes, Michael the Bull.
Michael, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I don't have him in here. Okay.
He looks pretty good too. I will say.
Yeah, Michael the Bull. So I got to make sure I put him somewhere.
Okay. Put Michael. I don't know if it's A. Just leave that. I don't know how to spell his last name. Okay. But yeah, we'll do top 6, top 7, whatever we have. It's hard to really. After that, it's tough. Yeah. All right. So Phil, we'll go with you. First place.
Okay, first place is going to be Summerfeld, if he makes weight.
Yeah, that's the caveat.
Let me see, Summerfeld. I'm going to put Frank in there, man. I know you might.
Which one? Which one?
Chris has him in 4th, I think.
Oh, Grego.
Oh, Grego.
No, not Grego.
Logan.
Logan. I put Logan in second, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Logan in second, and then um, Dino in third, because I could flip either way.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Dino in third, Ruffin in fourth. I think Ruffin is going to be up in there,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to put
Okay, Breon, you got
put Derek's training partner in there.
Grego.
Yeah, and that's 5, right?
Yeah. Fifth.
And then Brianna had to put him there because Micah the Bull can't beat Breon. And then I hate to say it.
Yeah.
And then I put Micah the Bull at 7.
Okay.
And I'll stop there.
Okay.
I mean, anything can happen, but that's just what I see.
Yeah. I'm gonna do Summerfeld if he makes weight. I'm gonna do Terrence in second. He looks freaky right now. Logan in third. Dino in fourth. Grego in fifth. Breon in sixth. Jose in seventh. He's shredded. Okay. Well, that is it. That's it, guys. It's about to go down here, man. That's some breaking news. On Andrew jacked, Phil Clayhar, maybe the only pro to predict Andrew Jack to win the 2025 Mr. Olympia. And I take his word for it. There's no reason for Phil to put that on the line.
I'm not going to do that. All I could tell you is I'm definitely, one thing I'm not big on is looking at something or somebody telling me something. But shit, man, the world's going to be shocked. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
They're going to be shocked.
Yeah, and again, these are predictions. Obviously, we're speculating. It'd be amazing if one of us got them absolutely correct. It'd just be sheer luck, right? It's all it is sheer luck, because there's so many variables that come into judging, the whatever, the peaking, the water, everything. There's so many variables that come into play.
That's that day, man. But actually 2 days, because it's prejudging in half.
Yeah.
They judge 50-50?
Yes.
Yeah.
50-50.
Yeah. So you got to control your nerves, your cortisol. It's a lot, especially for first-time pro debuters, man, with the lights and the meet and greet. It's a lot. And then you're on your feet, you're talking to people, and you have to be there for a certain amount of time at the meet and greet. Then you got to worry about making sure you have your meals on you. So just out of experience of being there for the first time, you know what I mean? I just handle stress very well. But as long as everybody do what they're supposed to do and stay off their feet, we'll have a great show.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, this is the next year is when they start cutting down the amount of competitors in the class. So this one's going to run long again, but it is what it is. I hope to God, Dan Solomon, you fixed the lighting for the live stream, man. We couldn't see anybody. It was dark. It's Olympia.
I wish whoever did the Iron Man lighting, you need that right there, man. Everyone that gets on that stage looks amazing at the Iron Man.
Well, Fuad, they figured it out.
Yeah,
he did it.
Fuad did a great job.
Just get Fuad's guy. Like, they figured it out. All right. I mean, so it sucks because this is Olympia, it's a Super Bowl, and then we watch it and it's like this bad lighting, and then they put smoke on the stage, and then all the photos are smoky and blurred. Like, we don't need smoke, guys. So I'm really hoping they step it up with the live stream production this year. I'm looking forward to it, and it's going to be an insane show. And I'm sure there's going to be some, maybe someone won't show up. Someone will pull out, right? That's what happened last time. So we don't know. Sean Ray does not want to see Nick Walker on the stage for some reason. He just keeps pushing that Nick Walker may not show up.
There's just, everyone's hating on him, man. And you know what? He's a nice dude. I mean,
he's a great dude. Perfect. He's a likable. I'm having him in the top 5, respectfully. I don't have him 8th like Bob. So it's just like, I'm just hard on him because I like the aesthetically tight waists, and he doesn't necessarily have that in every shot. So I'm just being super hard on Nick. But can Nick win the Miss Olympia? I don't think he's going to win the Mr. Olympia. I could be wrong, and everyone is going to rub it in my face. Trust me, when if it does happen, I'm going to be like getting trolled, but I don't care. I can take it. But can he be in the top 3? Yes. Can he be second? Yes, of course, it's possible. But there's a lot of other good guys that are going to be standing next to him and pointing out his flaws, right? Which they have their attributes over Nick. Sure, he can bring that conditioning, but you got to bring more than just dry conditioning and sheer size. You have to, bring everything. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, guys. Man, thank you for coming on. We'll come back on Monday, do a recap, see who got the most out of these rights.
And that's what we'll do a recap.
Wow, man, damn. I don't know. Shit. Yeah. Can you imagine if Andrew Jack wins this thing?
Anything is possible, man. I mean, like I said, look at Ronnie coming in, suddenly shocked the world and then wins it, right? So Andrew could be doing the same thing if he can get that glutes and hamstring tight, that flex wheeler. That's his flaw, right?
Yeah.
Get that glutes and hamstring tight. It could be maybe a different story.
I want to see that. That's gonna be freaky. If it's like, it has to be like striated. It can't be like a little bit smooth still. I mean, like it has to be striated, Phil. It has to be striated.
You will be hitting me up on WhatsApp.
I'll be like, oh shit, you were right. You were right.
You're gonna be hitting me up on Watch. You just wait.
Ah, man. Damn. Okay, that's exciting. That's exciting. I hope he peaks good, because that's it's pressure. But if anyone could do it, it's Andrew Jack. He's got the structure, the size, shape for it. So that'll be super exciting. So, all right, guys, we'll wrap it up. We're over our time here. But, man, thanks again, Chris, for coming on. We'll have you back.
Yes, Chris. Nice meeting you, brother. Appreciate you.
You too.
All right. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Okay.
All right.
Peace, guys.
All right. Peace out.
See ya.